Billy, can you hear me? Billy, is Sophie back in the room with you?
Like a film, like a horror film almost, you know? It's like his mind is in a horror film, so they were very conscious, these references, you know? I mean, the films that I love early Dario Argento. I love Suspiria, I love the colour palette in that, you know? I love Don't Look Now, his road film.
Okay.
And we actually wanted that older film look, you know, that so we used the lenses from the 1970s.
Oh wow!
You know, we used a lot of zooms in there as well, you know.
Okay.
And we were trying for something, an older, more classical look, rather than something. The trend now is to go for the Blair Witch maybe, which is perfectly valid. It can work. But I just wanted a throwback maybe to something a bit different. So the references for me were very conscious. You know?
Yeah.
For me, this is it's about cinema as well as being a horror film. You know?
Okay.
It's about that's why I wanted to use 35mm film and the old camera as well.
Yeah, really like that touch on his revealing, you know, everything, right? So in that regard, I mean,
I love De Palma as well, by the way. I love early De Palma.
Yeah, De Palma, yeah, of course. Actually, you know, that it was so exciting. I mean, how did you tell me about this idea of get archivized, but then also you approach the cinema as a film, as an element, as a ghostly element as well. And all, I mean, like, you haven't approached it. I mean, there are not so many filmmakers really approaching horror films with the cinema itself.
Yeah.
So, like, I always remember these John Carpenter's Cigarette Burns.
That's right.
And the Scott Derrickson Sinister, more mainstream.
Yeah.
Well, there's a feeling that I don't know if it was your basic idea. It's a metaphor. The film itself of the film trend now, of the technological issue, could be read as a metaphor for that.
See other people in the house.
Because the archivist, he investigates for a living. He investigates the past. It seemed the perfect vehicle for investigation, but he's investigating himself or the supernatural, you know. So it seemed to fit perfectly for me that he's an investigator for a living, really, you know, as an archivist. Also, because film is dying, and it's very sad, you know, celluloid is dying, I desperately wanted to use film and mix the elements, you know, mix the red camera with the 35mm.
Okay.
And we spent a long time trying to perfect the look of the old films.
Okay.
And my references were the Lumiere films from the early 1900s, late 1800s. But I could never get the look. I was about a year looking for it. I tested it on 8mm, Super 16, but I ended up using a camera from 1950, an original camera.
Yeah, man. So the wooden.
Yeah. So we shot the actual films with that, you know.
Yeah, the one that appears in the film.
And it had been
cracking the
and it had been used to film in the trenches apparently.
Wow, so
in the First World War.
So in that way, it was kind of organic. You should feel the whole movie.
I love that about film. I love the organic quality of it and the imperfections.
The grainy,
so texture. And another thing about film is that the closer you zoom into it, the less clear it becomes, you know? Okay. So the closer he gets to the truth, the less clear it becomes to him, you know?
Yeah, you probably became the blurring side of it.
Yeah, so when you zoom into a film, you can't quite see it, you know? I love that about it, you know?
Wait, so in that thing, I mean, I was just in my mind, so there are more than one just ghost besides the more now is the film itself.
That's right, yeah.